your confessions, your requests for advice, anything you want to say to me. You'll find the link. I've put it in the comments there, along with other places. bio.link/A9630. I'm just going to open a window. I'll be back in a sec. That's better. Right. Okay. Make sure I don't forget the key. Let's put that there. Right. So as I was saying, secrets, confessions, anything you want advice about, anonymous messages, whatever you want to say to me, whatever you want to get off your chest, whatever you want to ask me about is absolutely fine. So the link to use, hello everybody, hello Gemma, hello Jamie's world. Yes, the link is I've put it up in the comments, bio.link/A9630. You'll find there. You will find links to all sorts of places, including my secrets and advice link. There, it's a Google form. It's completely anonymous. You'll have these broadcasts too. You can completely anonymous. You can, if you wish to, you can give me a name. But I'll never know if it's really from the person you claim to be. I'm in a public restroom. I'm in, apparently I'm in the prison laundry. Apparently. Now the atmosphere is quite dry in here, so I think I'm going to crack into a bit of alcohol. Again, another new one that I've not had before. Let's open that up. Let's pour it out. Not much alcohol in this, by the way. There we go. There we go. Prison laundry, yes. Oh, it smells. It smells of pineapple and mango. You have autism and suffer from severe mental health, where you hear voices but suffer from anxiety, where I have these thoughts of most or thinking that will happen to me. Please help. Well, no yesterday. Well, if you have severe mental health issues, you should be speaking to a doctor for certain. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist or anything like that. If you have severe mental health issues where you hear voices, then you certainly need to seek the help of a professional. That's my advice to you. Please give me advice on how to pick up a girl at the bar. How to pick up a girl at the bar. Don't try to pick up girls anywhere. Talk to them, absolutely. Be yourself, be who you are, strike up a conversation if she's interested in having a conversation, but never ever try to pick somebody up, because it doesn't work. You come across as being kind of desperate and kind of creepy if you go out of your way to try to pick somebody up. So yeah, don't, essentially, just have a conversation, and then you'll be far more successful, I reckon. I always think the worst case scenario, plus I have or take CBT therapy. Okay. We don't like being lifted off the ground, yes, I'm sure. You always think of the worst case scenario. Well, I guess you have to kind of force yourself to not do that, to think of a better thing. Know that the worst case doesn't always happen. You have to remember the past, the things that have happened to you in the past. The worst case does not always happen. In fact, the worst case almost never happens. You should know that from experience, truth. Extremely rare for the worst case thing to happen. So there's no point wasting time thinking about that when it's very unlikely. Using Tinder and Facebook dating. Any advice on how to get a girlfriend? I think, as I was talking to Captain Rehab there, don't go out with the intent, don't approach matters with the intention of getting a girlfriend. You may well find that you have someone if you don't intend to, if that makes sense. How do you stop thinking out of thoughts? Like I say, I think you need to speak to a professional about that rather than me. I think you need to speak to a doctor, a psychologist about that. Pick someone up and drop them, and that's it for a relationship. Wow. The right one will come along when the time is right, usually when you least expect it. Yeah, exactly. But if your intention is to go out and find and pick up a girl or a man, only play doctor. Yes, I play doctors and nurses, but I'm not a trained medical professional in any sense. I'm not even a priest to take your confessions. Right, well, let's have a look at what has arrived since last week. Okay. So the last time we were here, what was the date last time? It must have been, if it's the 31st today, it must have been like the 17th. Was it the 17th we were last here? Yes. So since then, we have, let's have a look. Okay, this person says, not even a disgraced one, no. Nothing to confess, right? How did I get a job in the prison? Just walked in, very lax security here. Keep it to yourself, right? Okay, so this person says, and just checking that they say that, yes, I can speak about this in public. So the form that I have there, it says, what do you want to say to me? Do you want to give me a name? You can, if you want to, you can give me a false name, obviously. And is it okay for me to talk about this in public, on HAPS, wherever? And if you say no to that, I won't read anything out, but I won't say names either. But this person says, please do these weekly. Some of us only have this way of getting things off our chest and no one to communicate with. I'm the person who is discussing the fact that I came out as bisexual and try make a relationship with someone I love, my abusive ex-husband, who we have children together. I want to reach out to the people who offered the help last time, and I went into the broadcast of one of them and she was saying she found it draining, etc. So I didn't ever message her, as I wouldn't want to cause those kind of feelings and upset. I do appreciate all the help and advice. Honestly, I think what you do is amazing and really valuable, especially to some people who have no one they can turn to. Well, I'll probably do this every second week. I think that's the best thing to do, because I want a bit of kind of light and shade. So I'm going to alternate this and the charades game each week, each weekend. I think that's probably the best way to do that, but noted certainly. How can I stop myself from watching porn as you're addicted to it? Well, how would you deal with any addiction? I don't know, probably go cold turkey, switch your computer off and go outside whenever you feel the need, something like that. Plenty of girls for around on the internet, I'm sure there are, Mark. Okay, next person says, okay, so you say we can speak freely, so I hope you will read this out. There's certain people on HAPS also use other platforms uh, to bully and harass other broadcasters and viewers. There is one or two in particular that seem to be the ringleader for this. What I want to know is, why do they continue to do this and think they can get away with it? Why doesn't HAPS do something to stop them? And why is it one of them seems to think she is untouchable? Okay, I won't read the rest of that because it's about a particular person, and I don't want to. Get into individual things. About that though, why doesn't HAPS do something to stop them? Well, report any abuse to HAPS. If it goes on continually, then continually report them, I guess. Maybe record what they do, get screenshots of comments, screen record, and send them to HAPS, I guess, and report them. That's all you can do, I think. Or just leave the track on, yes. Start smoking cigarettes to get with porn. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think there's no replacing one addiction with another addiction doesn't usually work. Let me just clean the lens a little bit. It looks as if it's a little bit smudged or something. This might be better. Okay, yeah. Report them, I guess. That's all you can do. How is this anonymous? If you can see who it is when submitting through BioLink, I can't. It is anonymous. I can't see who's using the BioLink. I can kind of see that some people from a country have used my BioLink page, but I certainly cannot see anyone who uses that to get to the form. And it's only the country they're from. It's certainly nothing more to identify them than that. And there's absolutely nothing to on this form here. If I take a picture of it, I can't actually take a picture of it, but it's just when it was sent, what their message was, is it okay to use it publicly or not, and if they've given a name. And most people don't give a name. So I promise, I absolutely guarantee I never know who they're really from. In fact, even if somebody does give a name, it's impossible for me to know that it's true and real and is actually them. So it is completely anonymous. Doesn't seem to work. HAPS thinks the First Amendment is all-encompassing. Well, block them in that case. If somebody is bullying you, intimidating you, harassing you, block them, ignore them, don't go into their broadcasts, prevent them from coming into yours, and if somehow they do, ignore them, block them again, block their next account. Don't get into a fight with them. Because quite often somebody who's bullying, they rather like the fight. They like the back and forth, the banter, as they might see it. They like that aspect of it. They like having somebody come back at them. So don't ignore them. Just cut them out of your online life. Blocking doesn't always work. That's true. If they want to spread bad things about you, the blocking won't stop it. Yes, that is absolutely true. If somebody's determined to spread bad things about you, there's probably nothing you can really do about it, unfortunately. Other than seeing if HAPS will ban them. Oh, Hannah, Hitman. Well, if HAPS does nothing about it, if they say, well, it's free speech, they're not actually harassing you in terms of something we can do about. I don't know one. You don't know a hitman. Other than that, there's legal action, there's police, but I'd have thought that HAPS would have been able to do something before it comes to that. But other than that, as I say, ignore them, walk away. Just, yeah. I'm not saying that you do. Right. Yo, Andrew, it's me, Leggy's love interest. I still haven't spoken to her, but did you see that other dude all over her when she was singing karaoke? No. Dude, I can't handle it anymore. Every time someone flirts with her, I feel sick to my stomach. I gotta tell her how I feel or someone else steals her away. How should I do it? Please help. Message her. Say, hi, Helen. I'm totally in love with you. Go out with me. Something along those lines. Do it. Do it. Stop complaining to me. Stop messaging me about it. Get on and do it. I have fancied someone on the live streaming platform for a long time. They live hundreds of miles away. I don't think they are interested in me, though. Any ideas? If you don't think they're interested in you, then move on to somebody else. Possibly make sure. Say, are you interested in anyone? If you were, could it be me? And if they're not, move on. Find your next victim. How would one know? Well, like I say, ask them. And if it's a no, then take it as a no. Take it as an absolute firm no. And yeah, as I say, move on. There's always someone better than that person. There's always somebody potentially better than that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So that I've just typed in there, that is the link to my my bio link, which is like a link tree, or it shows all the different places, all the different links. Can I show it to you on here? It is bio.link/A9630. So you can type that in if you want, bio.link/A9630, and it looks like that. That's how it looks. Or we can go that way. So that's the way it looks, and where are you? There, hang on, that way. Secrets and advice, there, secrets and advice. Click onto that, it takes you directly to the Google form where you can type in that. Got a premium link tree? Nope. This is bio.link. BioLink. It's again, it's a completely free thing. It looks good though, doesn't it? It looks good. Quite customizable and yeah, it's nice. You can have whatever links you like, and it's nice, isn't it? And so yeah, bio.link. It's good. Look. It's even got a blue tick on it. Can you believe that? Right? Look at that. Lovely. Yeah, so there's a short list of things, links, apps, Twitter, YouTube, my book review form. Anyone can get verified. You just have to message and say, "Oi, verify me," and they will. That's all it is. It's not real verification. Book review form, secret and advice, buy me a coffee, Amazon wish list, and Marie Curie. The blue tick, it makes it look more impressive. That's all it is. So you can use that form, and it is completely anonymous. And yeah, it messages, it sends me whatever you sent me. Next person asked or said 2 minutes ago, Andrew, are you interested in anyone? There, I asked. I'm not actually. No, sorry. I'm not interested in anyone. Pardon? What? That'd be the only time I get verified, yeah. The blue tick doesn't really mean anything. They hand it out to basically anybody on BioLink. It just looks impressive, that's all. Yeah, so am I interested in anyone? No. Thanks for the inquiry, but I'm not. It's a firm no for you there. It's a definite no, yeah. Nice of you to ask. Always nice to be asked, you know. But no. Sorry. But she shut that guy down who was flirting all over her. What if she does that with me? If she does that with you, she does that with you. She's not interested, move on. That dude is a good-looking big black guy, probs hung like a horse, and she shut him down. She's gonna shut him down, she's probably gonna reject me. You couldn't handle it. Well, look. As it stands, you're sitting there for weeks and weeks and weeks and months, and you're getting absolutely nowhere because you're doing nothing. Either that's going to continue, or she's going to shut you down, or it's going to be the sweetest love story you've ever seen. But if you sit there doing nothing, it's just going to be like this permanently until you forget about her, which will inevitably happen, by the way. Do something about it. Message her, speak to her, confess your love for her, say you're interested in her. But do something. Do not keep messaging me about this. It does no good. That's what you have to do. You have to speak to her about it. If you're messaging me, make that the last one and message her about it. If you get shut down, you get shut down. Move on to somebody else. You'll get over it. Don't ask, you don't get. Absolutely, Gemma. Ask or just forget it and move on. Yes. You will never know unless you do something about it. And if you get shut down, that's what happens. Before she finds someone new. Yes. Correct. Absolutely. That's the way it is. That's how it goes. Let me message somebody privately. Nothing to do with that, by the way. I'm going to say nothing else right now, right? Okay. Hang on, where are we? There, right. Hold on. Come on, Twitter. There we go. Right. Let me message that person. Nope. Oops, question mark. And spell that right. It is, I'm not. Generally not. Oops. Right. It's rather good. So it smells of pineapple. It's got a very citrusy, pineapple-y, mango sort of smell to it. Doesn't really taste much of, well, it does a bit actually. Yeah, it's kind of sour, but there's a bit of pineapple and mango. Now let's see what it says. The moon illusion is a trick of the eye that makes the low-riding moon appear larger than it actually is. This illusion happens because you're seeing it through a greater thickness of the Earth's atmosphere. Staying low while appearing large is the idea behind this table beer. Double dry hopped with Citra and Idaho 7, it makes its presence felt thanks to a thick, velvety mouthfeel and big flavors of citrus, pineapple, and nectarine and fruit punch. Don't get much nectarine. Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay. The person replied with the correct answer. I can tell you that. So that means, let's see, can I show you? I was sent a package. I won't show you the front of it. But yes, I was sent a package. So I think I might open it. All right. Shall I open it and see what's inside? Is there, it was Gemma that sent it. Should I be aware of anything sensitive, Gemma? Yes. Should I is there anything in here I shouldn't show publicly? I wonder. What time do I stay up? Until I feel like going to sleep. Nothing sensitive this time. She's by the post. She's by the post. Yes. Nice one. Mine. Paid for with poppies. Just poppy. Anything else in there? No. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It is a box. Some elastic bands. Put those over there. Pedal by peddlers. I hope not. Let's make sure you don't see the address on it. Too small. Oh. It is. I shall read that in a moment. It is. Wow. That's nice. Excellent. Excellent. I shall do that. Okay. It is fudge and toffee and stuff sealed up. Different ones marked with different things. I'll not eat these just at the moment. I don't think that one came off. I'll not eat these just at the moment. I'll do a special broadcast for these, but these were sent by Gemma for me to try and test. And that attaches on there. I guess it must have fallen off. Hello, Joshua. Med made one of them. That's better. Okay. So this is Thomas's charity here, I assume. Thomas Fight Tall. It says if you'd be one of the first to wear these in Scotland, we'd be one of the first to wear these in Scotland. I'd be very happy to. So it is. Let's show you. It's a nice badge. You should all know that. What's the other way? You should all know that Gemma's son Thomas has lots and lots of medical issues that he needs a bit of help with. And hashtag Thomas Fight Tall. It says, yes, Fight Tall. Hashtag Thomas Fight Tall is a special named fund raising funds for research into childhood leukemia. CCLG is a leading national charity and expert voice for all childhood cancers. So I shall wear that. I've sold over 250 of them, but only one other person in Scotland has it. Let me put on this side. I shall make sure, it says £2 suggested donation, I shall make sure that I pay for this, rather than just wearing it. But there you go. There it is. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Waiting for test results. My nephew may have that. But leukemia, I hope not. Jem will know all about that. I call T-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia. That makes sense, doesn't it? It may have been a gift, but I'll make sure I send you something anyway. All right, let's see if we have some more messages. So as I say, I will come back to these another day. I'll do a special broadcast with those. Is that the latest one? One scroll. Yes, right. Okay. Right. So the entire point of this broadcast is You can send me messages anonymously. If you want to say something that you would be embarrassed about saying in public or to me with me knowing who you are, you can send me a message anonymously with that form. You can ask for my advice about something. As I say, I'm not a trained professional advice giver. I'm not a doctor or a psychologist or anything like that, but I'll do my best. I like to think I tend to give reasonably sensible advice about things. You can confess your deepest and darkest secret if you want to. Do it anonymously. You can all have a laugh at it. Or not. You remember me from the phone booth, do you, warrior grandma? I'm not in the phone booth now. Does the candy need refrigeration? It's fudge, so it doesn't. Also, it's been in the post for like a month. So fortunately, it doesn't need refrigeration. Let's pour out some more of this beer. It's nice. It's not strong though. It's only 3.2%. It's 1.4 units, and it's vegan. It is vegan. It says to pant on it. Pair of pants, I guess. Don't know what that means. 2 weeks. It's nice. It's pleasant. And so anything you'd like to say to me, you can do. Any message you want to send to me, you may. You can keep it anonymous. You can tell me who you are if you want to. But as I say, I'll never know for sure if it's real or not. What you can do, though, is you can send me a secret code. In the bit where it says that you can send me your name if you want to, I won't read out names, but if you send me a name, then I'll know that it's from that same person, because only you and I would then know that name that you use or that word or whatever that you use. That's to make sure that I know it's the same person sending several messages. That's the only possible kind of non-anonymous thing. And saying non-anonymous is not easy when you've been drinking beer, I can tell you. Yeah, but you can send me anything you like. Right. Hang on. Right. Okay. Right. Hello, Andrew. I am watching but not commenting. Shan't say who it is. So I have had some legal advice about my situation with my ex-husband. He has actually got more rights than I hoped when it comes to the kids. So it looks like I need to not follow my love and stay single. If he finds out I am bisexual, I lose the kids. I currently live in the UK. However, he is very rich and has lots of money and power in another country. So this is the same person from a couple of weeks ago. You might recall. Hello, Asha. Is this on Haps? This is on Haps. Yeah. So this is the same person. They sent me the same name. So this person who came out as sorry, how's the connection doing at the moment? Is it a little bit is it a bit dodgy at the moment, the connection? That might be better now. Okay. A bit glitchy, right? Hopefully it's a little bit better now. Right, so this is the same person who is messaging from a few weeks ago. They came out as being bisexual and left their husband, and he's a very rich, powerful man, and essentially he can pretty much take their kids away from her. Because, as was said there, he's a rich, powerful man in another country, and unfortunately, the legal system there is very, very heavily weighted in favor of a rich, powerful man, and a woman who was living with another woman would not be allowed to have children, essentially. So that's the situation with that person. Good afternoon, Matt. It is sad, Asha. It is sad. It's very it's a very difficult situation that she's in. So it looks as if tight spot, yeah. It looks as if, yeah, I've had some legal advice about my situation. My ex-husband has actually got more rights than I hoped when it comes to the kids. So it looks like I need to not follow my love. So, so she, yeah, it looks as if she has to stay single and not be with another woman, which is very, very unfortunate and very, very unfortunate that it's a country involved that is like that. Very sadly, that's got to be really difficult for her. I mean, it's not an enviable choice, is it? Having to choose between your kids and being with somebody you love. It's a horrible situation to be in. I don't know if there's much that can be done, sadly. Back home, live your life. Well, no, Joshua, because it's Doe and Brenda, by the way. It's not that she is in that country. I believe the situation is she is in the UK, but her husband is from another country, and in that country, he can, I guess, he can apply to have custody of their kids and have that custody because she is living with somebody else, living with another woman, well, I don't know, for any reason, I think, pretty much. So it's a very, very horrible situation. This modern day, it's sad it's still in the past. Yeah, some countries do, unfortunately. I mean, too many countries, in fact. Hello, Senator. How are you? So yeah, horrible situation for that person, sadly. Hello, Atlanta. That's got to. I mean, what would you do about that? How would you resolve that situation? It's, yeah, horrible, horrible. Next one, is it true or a joke when they say Med and Gemma are together? Well, Med and Gemma, do you wish to answer that? You can use the form to answer that if you wish. Let me type the link in there. Just go to the secrets and advice link in bio link there, and you can say, one or other or both of you can say. That came in when Doe came in. Suspicious. That was not me, says Doe. Do you believe them? Tequila in the oranges. No, but there is alcohol in the beer. Together as in sometimes at the same location, at the same time? Are you broadcasting from Scotland now? Yes, I am broadcasting from Scotland right now, live and direct. Incredibly enough, we do have the internet here. If they aren't together, why not? Good question. It's a good question. How are you, Gemma? Is that a fly? Does that come in the open window? I have a keyring as well. It might need to be slightly fixed with a pair of pliers or something. It's coming off the thing. It's a nice flower, isn't it? Nice flower goes out. Isn't that pretty? Shall I show you my my keys? I've been there. It wasn't as an insult. Wasn't meant as an insult. For example, I'm from New Jersey, but in Atlanta. Okay. Love blooms on Hapsiana. There's my keyring. I've got a nice tiger on my keyring. So I might add that. Doe's favourite flower. What sunflower is it? Is that a sunflower? Maybe it is. Am I a toddler? What? What? Are you having a go at my tiger keyring? What is handcuffs, did you? Right, so same person again with the bisexuality and the husband and the kids, etc. My husband was very abusive. He was very violent. That doesn't matter, though. I was on life support for 2 weeks and have had multiple surgeries due to his violence. He also has hurt one of the kids. The kids have his surname and on the birth certificate, which gives him lots of rights. You are very right, as they have dual citizenship and he can take them away if he wants to at any point. I wanted to speak to the person who offered the help, but when she said it was too much for her when she went live, so I didn't want to cause her any pain. Understandable. Yes, so you can see the kind of person he is. If you put this person on life support for 2 weeks and hurt one of the kids as well, violence against anyone is not on. You're absolutely right, Nasha. Yeah, that's the kind of person he is. Yeah. He can take them out of another country, extradition style. Was that meant to be in pink? Vegan dough, I think it might have been. But yes, absolutely right. I don't know if I don't know where the kids are. I suspect if he's kind of rich and powerful, he could take them and fly them to his country, and that would be that. Basically, I suspect that's how it is. Hope the cops are involved. Well, as I said, the legal situation is he would have a lot of rights in his own country if he did that, I think. What it was in the UK, where they send kids out because the law was broken in another country. I think the law in the UK is reasonably sensible. Being a bisexual woman certainly wouldn't prevent you from keeping custody of your kids in the UK legally. But I think the issue is the husband is from another country and is rich and powerful, and yeah. I believe they've had legal advice, Joshua. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the legal system may well be not what you'd want, but in theory, the UK law is fairly sensible in what's written, but that's different how it's applied. She feels so lucky in nations with open-minded values. Yes, I agree. Maybe she's scared if the kids go visit him in that country, they may keep the kids out. I think, yeah, something like that, Joshua. Yes. Yeah, I know a lot of people would be very open to talking about this and discussing it with that person. Yeah. Not communist / Islam countries homosexual assumption. Well, yeah, I mean, sadly, there's far too many countries, religious countries, with a very barbaric attitude towards people, unfortunately. I hesitate to say that it's to do with Islam because plenty of religions are equally bigoted. I think it's really when a conservative sect of a religion takes over a country. I think that's where the problems lie. And yeah, I mean that has been true. It's not true now, but it certainly has been true in places like Scotland. Yeah, it's conservative religious people that are the problem rather than Islam necessarily. That's my opinion anyway. Politics needs to stay away from this and religion. This is all about abuse and neglect. That's a very good point, Asha. That's a very good point. It's about abuse and neglect. Yeah. And power. Islamic countries seem the only ones I know about that are currently mingling religion and government. No. Thank you, Chucky. It's not. If you look at a country like Nigeria, for example, there's a lot of very strongly Christian people in Nigeria, but there's also the death penalty for homosexuality, for example. It's not one religion, it's a particular kind of religion. But this isn't really about religion. As Asha says, it's about abuse. Yeah. Really hope she is okay. Whoever she is, your praise are with her. It's kind of you. Quite right. Hang on. Right. This person again. I also lost my mum and sister in a car accident. Driving to get me from the abuse. How can I live with myself knowing they died coming to help me? The kids are currently with me. My ex-husband is Muslim and is currently residing in Saudi. He is a very, in capitals, a very powerful person. He is very powerful and has a heck of a lot of money. If he takes the kids to Saudi and I try to get them, I will be arrested on arrival, she says. Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah, anyway, yes. Sadly. Yeah, that's pretty horrible, that, isn't it? That's pretty horrible. Remember, though, this is his fault. You say you lost your mom and sister in a car accident. They were driving to get me from the abuse. How can I live with myself knowing they died coming to help me? They died because of him, not because of you. They died because of his actions, not because of your actions. This is up, you know, this is down, what's the phrase? This is down to him, and how he has been behaving, not because of you needed rescued, it's because he was attacking you. And I know you know that. I'm sure you do understand that, but it needs to be said. And you need to accept that. You need to internalize that rather than just knowing it. Yeah. Oh, my daughter, haven't seen that. Accidents do happen, that's true. I don't believe it's anyone's fault outside of the parties involved. Hope she seeks help. I think she is. Mental health is very important, and it can impact something upon situation. Stay strong. Yeah. Unless they were driving recklessly getting to you. Well, I mean, you would do, though. You would. That's completely natural to you know, if you're coming to rescue your daughter and sister, you're not going to be obeying the highway code necessarily, are you? And that's just natural. That's inevitable. No one should be involved in her case. Do not touch. Well, I mean, I think it's perfectly reasonable to offer consolation and, you know, be an ear to listen. But certainly legal advice is what's needed, and you know, in terms of the law, etc. But I think everybody can offer human sympathy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Oh, yeah, I agree. It's certainly not her fault, Joshua. It's his fault, and his fault alone. Again, this person, I'm so sorry for bringing so much to your broadcast. I have absolutely no one to talk to or help me. I'm alone. I'm working in London currently and trying to save every single penny I can to get away. Well, I mean, you know, this is why I do this. It's so that people. Well, one of the reasons I do this is so that people can say things that they can't say to anyone else. if if they don't have somebody to listen to them, they can message me and I'll listen. The other people here will listen as well. So that's certainly one of the reasons why I do this, to be an ear to people who don't have anyone else that will listen to them. Listening ears and love is great. Yes, Ariana. Nobody's offering specific legal advice and shouldn't unless they are a legal expert. And even then, they probably wouldn't. Like an event and discussing. Yeah, that's right. Quite right. Seriously though, Med and Gemma, I want to ask one of them out, and I actually want to know for real. Interesting. I wonder which one. Asher, was that you? Oh gosh, says Gemma. So what I said for you. Totally wasn't me. It wasn't me either. I didn't type that. Oh gosh, says Gemma. Yes, it wouldn't be dull. Interesting. Leave the Lord. Yes, obviously, Gemma and the Med don't need to reply to this. Obviously. It's not me then. Well, actually, it flashed through my mind that it might be one of you, because that'd be quite a clever thing to say. That'd be quite a good tactic. I think Andrew's making it up to get to say things. Let me show you. Can I take a picture of that? Well, okay. Look, I'm not typing this. I will copy it, right? I'll copy and paste it in here. There you go. I didn't type that. That was copied from the message that came in. Okay, so that wasn't me. Could have filled in. No, because you saw I wasn't typing. I didn't. I haven't been touching the keyboard. It wasn't me. Palpable, isn't it? Are you going to palp it? I'm just being honest. I didn't type anything. That was copy and paste. No, it is actually, to be serious though, it is nice having the two different kinds, or different kinds of messages coming through. So we're getting the very serious ones and the frivolous ones as well. So yeah, that's quite right, I think. Love happens in haps. So what? Are you interested in the one partner? Am I interested in one partner? No. That's another trick. Because the fact someone could want to ask me out is frivolous. But maybe frivolous was the wrong word. To the person who's asking, okay, right, okay. That's true, Chucky. That's a very good point. Only got eyes for one person, and I'm looking at him right now. What a guy. Okay. Well, we've been on here about an hour, believe it or not, nearly an hour. So if you want to send me a few more though, just in the last couple of minutes, you may do. I'll type the link again. How old is this update? What update? So that is what you can type in, or HTTPS, I think. link. Zero. I think that works. Fairly sure. Does that work as a link? Or do I have to actually link it? But as I say, if you do that, you get to that page, bio link, and there is the Secrets and Confessions link, along with a few other things that you can have a look at as well. The update on depends what you're using. If you're using an Android phone, then it's a new update in the last few days, and it takes it up to very similar to iOS. The iOS current version of that. So it makes iOS and Android the same features essentially. On Android tablet, albeit that. Did I design that? I did design that. I even took the photo myself, the photo of the flower background. See the flower background. Yes. So much more usable. Good to know. Brilliant, is it? Do you think it's brilliant? Thank you. Appreciate it. Can I show you the picture? The original. Let me see if I can find it on my tablet. There it is. Oh, is it that one? I think it is, yes. That's the original photo, which I took myself with my own fair hands and used that. So, big header, 88th minute, good start to the season. Oh, hang on. I haven't seen that. I haven't been getting the updates. Go on, who scored that header in the 88th minute then? Last I saw, it was 1-1. Do tell me, Chucky. Hearts did, yes, nice one. Nice one. Do you know, I was actually thinking of wearing one of my Hearts shirts. Oh, it was the new boy, Benny Banning. I'm gonna have to learn his pronunciation. Man of the match. Good. Nice to know. Not Gal Hotspurs. No, even better. That's nice though. Bosco is good for the Eats Flies. 2-1 full time. Was it John Suter? It was John Suter who got the winning goal. Excellent. Good to see him back. Okay, let's check check the confessions again. All right, hang on. Why does some people Why does some people want to change their identity and gender? It's difficult when you know some people for a long time to adjust. Yes, it's difficult to adjust to that, but think how difficult it is for that person to adjust within society. I've painted that door, no. Why do people want to change their identity and gender? Well, people want to have the way that others interact with them and the way that people see them, they want it to match up with how they feel within themselves. Now, sometimes people are born in such a way that other people do not view them the way that they view themselves. And quite often they want those two things to match up. That's how I see it anyway. That's what I think. I'm obviously no expert on the matter. I was going to say lucky enough, but I was in the situation where my internal gender matches what people see. Maybe they want to be authentic to the world. That's a way of putting it, I think. Put their true selves out there without judgment. Yeah, sounds reasonable. I think I think it's best to ask somebody who's in that situation, of course, if you wanted to do that. But that's how I see it. That people want their appearance, their the triggers that make other people react in particular ways. They want that to match up with how they feel, how the person they are inside. Um, they want their appearance to match their true self. You never yearned to be English. No, I've never yearned to be English, but I could pass as being English, I think, if I wished to. Why am I so wise? The truly wise person understands that they are not truly wise. At the end of the day, whatever makes that person happy. Yeah. As a friend, relative, to accept their wishes, if you care for that person, you should want them to be happy regardless. Well said, Gemma. Well said. Quite right. Hang on. Andrew. Oh, right. So this person. Oh God, we've got a couple more. Right. Okay. So. Okay. Right. Okay. So I'm having trouble adjusting to my recent freedom after the lockdown. I get incredibly anxious just at the thought of leaving my house, and had to leave my job. And now I'm behind on my rent and bills, and I've been notified I will be evicted by the council at the end of August. I'm seriously contemplating jumping off a railway bridge. I'm so low. Any advice? Yes, if you're seriously contemplating, well, even if you're, well, okay, if you're seriously contemplating that, speak to the Samaritans. Here in the UK, it's 116123, I believe is the number. Speak to them about it. You don't have to be on the bridge about to jump before you do that. Even if you're just feeling really down and feeling, feeling very anxious, feeling as if you need to speak to somebody. If you feel like you need to speak to somebody, then do speak to somebody. Speak to the Samaritans. They're the people who know what they're talking about, and they are very good at listening to people in that situation. But more practical than that, being evicted by the council. Okay. Have you spoken to them about the situation that you're in? Have you said that you're behind in your rent because of being made redundant and you need more time? You'd like to come up with a payment plan, perhaps? There might be a way of um, speaking to them about that, I think. If you're in the UK, you don't say, but if you're in the UK, you can speak to the Citizens Advice Bureau about that as well. They offer very good advice about if you're in debt, if you're about to be made homeless. They're very good with that. So on a practical level, speak to the CAB. On an emotional level, speak to the Samaritans about it. But get help with it. Get help. You did well to tell me about it. Good stuff. Quite right. But now you need to speak to somebody who would be able to help you. Somebody who can give you proper practical advice about it. Depending where they are, actually have some knowledge on rent arrears and help that's out there. Been in a situation before. Well, tell you what, if just thinking, if you wanted me to pass on to some advice, you can give me that information, and I will, next time we're here, I can help that person out. Or you could perhaps put a message on your Twitter or something like that if that person wants to stay anonymous. If that person sends me a name to use, then I will know. If somebody gets in touch with Gemma or whoever else, I will be able to tell Gemma that this is the person they're looking out for. This is the code word that they used, and it really is them, if you want to do that. Perhaps rental assistance available, yes. My dad's been evicted before while I lived there, just went to live with grandparents. Good. It's good that you could do that. Someone who's attempted to take their own life multiple times, please don't do it. There is help qualified, but feel free to message me, says Gemma, who knows about these things. Hang on, I think we might be losing the connection a little bit again. Are we back? Are we okay? Right. There must be limits. If somebody came out as a serial killer, would acceptance be reasonable? No, no, it wouldn't. There are limits, yes. And that would certainly be one of them. Beyond one of them. No shame in eviction. True, no shame in it. Get rid of your pride and seek help. Yeah, fair enough. Extension doesn't pass through many thousands in the same boat. Thank you, Jane. Thank you for the award. Appreciate that. I've been there and attempted to take my own life many times. I'm not qualified, but I have to talk to them if they want. Well, I know you're a good, sensible person. Hello, Paul. Paul just subscribed. Thank you. Are they equating to? I don't think so. I think Richard may have been being slightly devil's advocate. Is that the right word? Hang on, right. This one is quite tricky. I recently started seeing a mutual friend and we are taking things slow, but my friends keep putting pressure on us to make it public. Any advice? It actually says a mural friend, but I'm assuming a mutual friend. So they're putting pressure on us to make it public. Any advice? Ignore your friends. Take it at the pace you want to. Yeah. Just ignore them. Ignore them. That's what I would do, definitely. I wake up every morning and first thing I do is cover up the mirrors. Everyone says I'm good looking, but honestly I feel incredibly ugly. I just don't see it. My GP suggested I might be suffering from body dysmorphia, and I did a bit of research and I agree with that diagnosis, but I don't want to be on any sort of medication. Well, I don't think body dysmorphia would be a matter of medication. It's a psychological thing. It's a matter of how you see yourself. No, your opinion of yourself rather than the true image that other people see. So no, I don't think it's a matter of any medication, but it might be a good idea. That there's lots and lots of groups on the internet about body dysmorphia. There'll be lots and lots of good advice about that. It's pretty common, actually. It's very common, in fact. Particularly among women, but not only among women, for sure. Yeah, the people will be told that they're good looking or told that they're fine or whatever, but they think that they just don't see it. When they look in the mirror, they just do not see what other people see. You have BDD, Gemma? Well, you did subscribe, Paula. No, I don't think there's any meds for it. No. Gemma and the Med claim they didn't send that about their friends. Okay. Okay. Okay, just catching up. Yeah, I mean, there will be body dysmorphia groups on the internet, different websites about that. A good one would offer good advice, obviously. Yeah, they would be able to help you if you find a good one like that. If anyone knows one, a good group about body dysmorphia. Yeah, seek them out. But it is really common, though. It's not. I was going to say it's nothing to be ashamed of. It certainly isn't. But it's something that affects an awful lot of people, more and more, I guess. And it's really caused by society. It's caused by other people, in a sense. Because of the pressure that it's put on people to look a certain way and to look perfect constantly, etc. Yeah, it's not really caused by somebody themselves. It's not, in a sense, it's not really to do with how somebody is themselves. It's how society is pressurizing them. How can I attract an Asian mommy? Says Captain Rehab. I don't know. If the person's on Facebook, there's some there. Also, some others. I have body dysmorphia and I've had it years. Guys tend to do it. Yeah, I think that's true, actually, Joshua. Android apps is 31 seconds behind iOS. Oh, there you go. Find it useful to ask oneself, does it matter how one looks? Well, yes and no. It it matters as much as you allow it to matter, I think. Um, how you look, I think it matters to you if you allow it to matter to you. Um, hmm. Say that people who judge my looks weren't important to me. I think that is very good advice, actually, Richard. I think maybe stop fetishizing Asian mummies. Yes. No, I think you're absolutely right about that, Richard. If you respect somebody, if you think they are somebody who deserves your respect, somebody who has achieved things and knows things, then look to impress them. If somebody doesn't strike you as being somebody who is worth your attention and worth your admiration, then do not care what they think of you. If you don't like somebody, if you think they're an idiot, if you think they are vain, or if you think they are unintelligent or not stylish, then pay no attention to their opinions of you because they do not matter to you. Cut negative people out of your life, to put it another way, Chucky, yes. Just repeat Dillygaff. I see what the IGAF means. Hello, Mel. DILL. Does it likely? Is it one L? Yeah, two L's. Does it likely? Does it look like? Okay, thank you. Yeah. I mean, that's easier said than done, of course. But yeah, I think that is good, sensible way of approaching things if you can do that. Give little room to superficial people. Yeah. Mm, mhm. I'm going to drink the rest of this while this fly is buzzing around to make sure it doesn't land in the drink. But this is really good. It tastes like a few of their other beers, but it's more fruity. It does have that pineapple and mango in it, that flavour. It's good. It's good stuff. I would have that again, definitely. Low riser, it says. It is a nice one, quite expensive. But it's 440 milliliters, vegan. There's gluten in it, mind. But it's good. Nice stuff. It gets better with age for most. I think that's true. Yes, I think that is true. I think they say, what does it say? I think they say if you're in your 20s and 30s, you spend your life worrying about what other people think of you. If you're in your 40s and 50s, you no longer care what people think of you. And if you're in your 60s and 70s, you realize that nobody was thinking of you in the first place. So I think there's kind of some truth in that. I think other people's opinions do tend to matter to you less and less as you get older. So realize that now, whatever age you are, and act appropriately. Low riser. I'd say a lot of those things. If I have for a low riser. Okay. I don't want to know what kind of low riser you're talking about. Thatcher's Gold. Never heard of that. Am I sponsored? Yeah, I'm not sponsored. Still not sponsored by Tempest Brewery of Tweedbank, Scotland. It's a great Kevin Bloody Wilson song, a legendary Australian. Okay. Yeah, you're right about that, whichever. Hang on. Switches for all the people. They worry about getting physically hurt a lot, but get careless about other people's thoughts. Yeah. Industry. It is 16. Never explain, never complain. Like Queen. Okay, right. So I'm thinking about, just before I have a look at the last few, I'm thinking about inviting other people on as a video guest to also give advice next time I do this, in future. So if you'd like to co-host or be my special guest, let me know if anybody is interested in doing that. And the same is also true about charades, which we'll do next week. If you want to play charades, let me know. I have a few people lined up already, so you might not be the first. Might not be the first person in there, but yeah, let me know if you'd like to be on here giving advice, listening to people, or if you'd want to be on charades. A problem I had with my appearance was that it didn't meet my youthful expectations, but now I see photos of myself when young. I think I look fantastic. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean by that, Richard. You'll play with me anytime. Okay. Yes. So I'll end soon and do other things. As I said, apply for housing benefit, but gov.com says you're not eligible. That's a shame. Speak to a person, I think. Speak to a person about it rather than just a website if you can do. Oh my God, I've got loads coming in. Hang on. What would you do if someone submitted all of your work to get themselves a qualification? Would you report them knowing they will find out? Yes, I would do, because they know they've done it already. It's not a secret, so yeah, do that, I would think. Yeah, report them. You would regret not reporting them, I suspect. Does Mad like anyone romantically? He meets with Gemma lots, but also Doe, and buys Doe lots of gifts. I'm confused. I can't pursue anything without knowing. Ooh. I don't know. Does Mad like anyone romantically? Is there a dating Asian women app? Probably. Okay, right. Okay, right. Yes, fine. Right, that'll do. I think. Palpable. Yes. No, rather than no. Right. Now, I think now I look fantastic. Yes, I'm sure you still do, Richard. I'm sure you do. Nice. Don't say nothing at all. Winnie the Pooh. Yes. It's not nudist charades. No. Other things. I can confirm me and Matt are great friends. Right, that'll do. DWP hardly ever hand out housing benefit without an appeal. Yeah, I suspect that's right. But bloody Tories, eh? Bloody Tories. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I can confirm I met Matt and Gemma, and they were friends at the time. Okay, that'll do for this week. So, like I say, I will do with my lovely new fudge. I will do a special broadcast with sampling Gemma's Sweet Delights. I'll do that sometime. But that's also the Mad's Sweet Delights as well. I can confirm I met Gemma. We didn't make out. Okay. Right. I shall also read the little note as well that was sent. So I will see you again in 2 weeks. So next week we'll do charades. Then in 2 weeks we'll do secrets and advice again. I will put the link again at the bottom of the live chat so that people can find that easily, and on replay as well. So I'll put that there at the bottom of the chat. So you can message me anytime. I usually read them, between broadcasts. I do usually read them. But yes, 2 weeks again, and we'll be back here for more secrets and advice. Shane, are you getting turned on? Rancheros. If I can be asked, yes. All right. And tomorrow I will do the I will do the end of month roundup. I promise I'll do that tomorrow at some point. The awards and sponsorships and PayPal, etc. I'll do all that tomorrow. I'll do a proper roundup of all that. So thank you for watching again. Thank you for messaging me. Thanks for offering the advice, those of you who did as well. I hope you all stay safe. I hope you all do the right thing. I hope that you seek the advice that you need properly and get the help that you need, those of you who need to do that. Speak to people. It's always a good idea. Reach out to people. Most people are nice and most people will help if they can do. If they're nice, if you respect somebody, and if they're seen wise, and so I'll see you next week. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the awards as well. And yeah, stay safe, everybody. Have a good weekend. Have a good fortnight until we're back in here, or tomorrow when I see you again. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thank you, Brandy. Nice to see you here. See you all next